Alright, chat. This is a continuation of the Geo3 fix for leaks. Soon you see this in real time. I happened to come across this other eBay solenoid that's leaking, and I've already gone through and cleaned it with contact cleaner and some deoxit D5, but it's still leaking. But I'm going to show you here. Doesn't sound like it's leaking until you go to fire it. It's leaking out of the SFR there. So we're going to go ahead and take it apart, see if we can adjust the brass fittings in here, and see if we can get it to seal up. Now you get to see this in real time, so it might take a bit. The last time I had to index one of these solenoids, it took about an hour and lots of air, so you can see what it takes to repair one of these. As you can tell that it's been cleaned up. I went ahead and tried to spray out any of the debris, but it's still leaking nonetheless, so let's go ahead and tear it down. All right. So from here, I'm gonna torch this up here at the tip. There's some flat spots on the pilot that you can grab here, and then this part here will separate from the pilot. I'm gonna try to do it on camera, but with a torch, I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I don't want to burn anything around me here, so give it a shot. I should use some needle nose pliers. A little hot. Okay, in the past I've seen these held on with blue Loctite, but in this case there wasn't any on there, so probably didn't have to torch that. All right. Trying to cool it down a little bit so I can handle it. Okay. This part here, this brass fitting, it's got 5-minute, I think it's 5-minute epoxy on the top, but on the threads themselves, it's blue Loctite. And what we need to do is to get this brass fitting its seat to mate up against the rubber seal on the pilot. I'll attach a picture probably in this video somehow showing you what I'm trying to do from the inside. But in this case, so I have a Schrader valve tool that's modified, grounding down the tangs here just so I can get it around the pilot. And to adjust the brass fitting, but I may need to do some more cutting on this. I'm not sure. I'll take some time, but also you can go ahead and get some Nino's pliers. That'll work just fine, but you may mar up the brass cap. So this, in this instance, when it's aired up and the pilot's at rest, the spring in the solenoid is forcing the pilot back. So the open part of the valve is in the rear and the closed part should be in the front. If it's leaking out of front, it means it's not sealing up. So in this instance, I want to bring this brass piece forward to seal on the pilot. So I'm take my needle nose and turn it counterclockwise. That was just like 1/8 of a turn. I'm surprised I was able to turn it. But when everything's all said and done and you got it sealed up, I would go back and put a little dab of 5-minute glue on top of the brass cap along the threads. I wouldn't use blue Loctite on the threads themselves. The 5 minutes should hold it. So since I was able to turn it ever so slightly, let's go ahead and reassemble it and test for functionality. It's a lot of back and forth with this. You turn it a little bit, reassemble, test with air. Hopefully I get it on the first try. It's promising. There you have it. Sealed right up. I got lucky. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I mean about the 5-minute epoxy. Since it's sealed and it's currently cycling, I'm gonna put a dab on there, let it dry, and then put some paint through it. I'll add a shooting video at the end of this. Now that was just not even a quarter turn, maybe an eighth of a turn, counterclockwise on the brass fitting. It doesn't take much to adjust these. Let me put a little dab of blue Loctite on this pilot and this, I'm not sure what they call this, hat maybe, I don't know. I just removed it so I can get access to the brass fitting here, to add a little dab of 5-minute glue on each side just to hold it in place. We'll mix them up. All right. Grab my pick. I usually do this underneath the microscope. I think my eyes are going bad. Now you don't want to accidentally put it on the pilot itself. I don't want to lock that in place, but putting it on each side of the brass fitting, right where you can see some threads shown just in that little seated area on each side. Just put a little dab of 5-minute. Now you ever have to go readjust it, I mean, you can pick it out with a pick or torch it and burn it off. Just a tiny bit of blue Loctite on the tip there. Sure, it's probably not needed, but can't be too safe. Spring goes on, then the coil, then the cap. I go hand tight on this one, just like that. All right, let's get it back together. Bring you guys outside and chrono it. All right. All right, guys, you just saw my last repair of that Geo3 solenoid. Guns back together. Gonna shoot all the chronograph for you guys. 281, 292, 289. Let's rip it. It's pretty good. No leaks.